Hi to all. In this video we are going to see what is meant by canonical form of state model. Yeah, the state model is said to be canonical form of state model when the diagonal elements of the system matrix are the poles of the given transfer function. Okay, so the system matrix is available in the state equation. So observe the diagonal elements of the system matrix. So if the diagonal elements of the system matrix are equal to poles of the given transfer function, then the state model is said to be canonical form of state model. Now let us see one model problem on this topic. So here the question is, here we need to find the canonical form of state model for the given transfer function. So the given transfer function is y of s by u of s equal to 10 into s plus 4 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 3. Okay, yeah. So to find the state model for the given transfer function, we have to follow some steps. So the first step is take the partial fractions. After partial fraction expansion, express the y of s. Express the y of s equation. After expressing the y of s equation, construct a state diagram to the y of s. From the obtained state diagram, assign state variables. From there we can find the state equation and output equation. And finally we can express the state equations as well as output equation in the matrix form. Then that represents the state model. Yeah, first what we need to do, so first of all take the partial fractions for the given transfer function. By partial fraction expansion, the transfer function can be expressed as y of s by u of s equal to 10 into s plus 4 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 3, that is equal to a by s plus b by s plus 1 plus c by s plus 3. So solve to get a is equal to 40 by 3, b is equal to minus 15, c equal to 5 by 3. So substitute in the given transfer function, then the transfer function will become y of s by u of s equal to 40 by 3 by s minus 15 by s plus 1 plus 5 by 3 by s plus 3. Okay, so now rearrange the equation in a simple manner like this, and then finally get the equation for y of s. So we are considering the y of s equation, as equation number 1. Okay, so for equation 1, construct the block diagram which is given in the figure, Okay, so if we observe the figure clearly, so what is the first term in the y of s equation? The first term in the y of s equation is 1 by s into 40 by 3. Okay, so in the block diagram, 1 by s block, 40 by 3 blocks are in cascaded. So the resultant is nothing but 40 by 3 into 1 by s only. So the next term in the y of s equation is 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 1 into 15. So keep 15 in one block. 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 1 represents the negative feedback loop. So connect the negative feedback loop in cascade with the 15 block as shown in the figure. Similarly, what is the third term in the y of s equation? 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 3 into 5 by 3. So keep 5 by 3 in one block. 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 3. 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 3 represents a negative feedback loop with feedback 3. Okay, so connect the negative feedback loop in cascaded with 5 by 3 block. So this is the negative feedback loop which represents 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 3. So we connected this negative feedback loop in cascaded with 5 by 3 to get 1 by s by 1 plus 1 by s into 3 into 5 by 3. So after constructing the state diagram, after constructing the block diagram, let us assign the state variables. So generally the state variables are assigned at the output of the each integrator. So where 1 by s represents one integrator, 1 by s represents another integrator, 1 by s represents another integrator. So here we have 3 1 by s, 3 integrators. So the output of each integrator represents one state variable. So the first integrator output take as x1, the second output, the second integrator output take as x2, the third integrator output take as x3. If the output of the integrator is state variables, then what about the output of the integrator is state variables, then what about the input of integrator, the first derivative of state variables? Therefore the first integrator input is x1 dot, the second integrator input is x2 dot, the third integrator input is x3 dot. So now write the equations for x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot by observing the block diagram, by observing the state diagram. So from the state diagram it is clear that x1 dot, so x1 dot is nothing but input only, x1 dot is equal to u. From the state diagram x2 dot, x2 dot is nothing but the output of the first adder. So let this adder as first adder, let this adder as first adder. So x2 dot is the output of the first adder. So that is equal to sum of two incoming signals to the first adder. So one incoming signal to the first adder is u, another incoming signal is minus x2. So minus x2. So that is coming via feedback path minus x2. Okay. So thus we got x2 dot equation, that is minus x2 plus u. Similarly x3 dot equation. So x3 dot is nothing but the output of the second adder. Let this adder as second adder. The output of the second adder is x3 dot. So x3 dot is equal to sum of two incoming signals. So one signal is input u of s, another incoming signal is minus 3x3. So x3 dot will become minus 3x3 plus u. So thus we have the first derivatives of all state variables. So arrange them in matrix form, then we will get the state equation. Okay, so let it will be equation number A, capital letter A. Okay, similarly from the constructed block diagram write the output equation. So what is the output from block diagram? So the output equation y is equal to, y can be written as y equal to 40 by 3 by x1 minus 15x2 plus 5 by 3 x3. So from the block diagram, if we observe clearly, the output y of s can be written as 40 by 3 into x1 minus 15x2 plus 5 by 3 x3. So arrange the output equation also in matrix form, then we will get output equation. So that is given by equation B. Yeah, so equation A, equation B together represents the state model of the system. So now check what are the diagonal elements of the system matrix. So what is the system matrix? The system matrix is available in the state equation. So here the system matrix is 3 by 3 system matrix, 3 by 3, this is the system matrix, 3 by 3 system matrix. So in which the diagonal elements are 0, minus 1, minus 3. 0, minus 1, minus 3 are the diagonal elements. So now compare or now check whether the diagonal elements are equal to poles of the given transfer function or not. So what is the given transfer function? The given transfer function is y of s by u of s equal to 10 into s plus 4 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 3. So the poles of the given transfer function are s equal to 0, s equal to minus 1, s equal to minus 3. Okay. So the poles of the given transfer function are s equal to 0, s equal to 0, s equal to minus 1, s equal to minus 3. So the diagonal elements of the system matrix are nothing but poles of the given transfer function. Therefore the constructed state model is said to be canonical form of state model. Right. Yes, and the next problem is determine the canonical state model for the system whose transfer function is T of s equal to 2 into s plus 5y, s plus 2 into s plus 3 into s plus 4. So consider this problem as assignment problem and try to do by follow the previous problem. Okay. In the next video we will discuss how to get the transfer function from the given state model. Okay, thank you all, keep watching videos.